So it is currently 7:30 in the morning on a Friday, and I am on my way to an estate sale. This estate sale is supposed to have video games, toys, Magic the Gathering cards, and thousands of comics. I am running a tad late, so I'm going to be there about 10 minutes after they put out the numbers. So hopefully I'm not too far down on the list. I did see some of the video games, and there are some good ones. So hopefully they're not priced super high, and they're still there when I get in. We'll let you know. So I actually got here about 5 minutes after when I thought they were going to put the numbers out, but they put the numbers out at 7:30. I thought this company did it at 8. So I'm basically an hour early to the sale, and I'm number 17. So pretty late down the list, but I think I'll get in the first wave at least. So hopefully I'll still get some stuff. I just left a garage sale that was 300 feet from the entrance of this estate sale neighborhood, and I hit big. I bought this bag, which is an NES bundle, and I asked the guy if he had any video games, and he asked me if I could fix them, and I said depending on the system I can, and he told me it was an NES. So I bought that whole bag for 40 bucks, and when we get back home, I'll open it up and show you exactly what we got. He brought out one of the cleanest NESs that I've seen at a garage sale in a long time. Normally we get these and they're like super yellowed and beat to crap. This one was in good condition. And he had this gray Nintendo case with it, full of games. I'm not going to go through every game, but I'll give you a quick glimpse and I'll show you the highlights. So we got Tecmo Super Bowl. Of course, Contra, probably the best game in the whole lot. Mario 2, and all these have great labels. And lastly, probably Bases Loaded 3 being the next best game. So I asked him how much he wanted for the NES bundle. He told me to make an offer. I told him 40 bucks, and I did tell him that I'm buying it to resell, and he was happy with the 40. So super great start to the day. So at this estate sale, the guy that was here in line before me found this sealed copy of Mr. Mosquito for $6. Still has the hang tab on it. Pretty crazy. So I just left that estate sale. I was able to find a few things. The first thing here, we paid $1 for this Conker's Live and Reloaded soundtrack. All 4 of these were in like the empty CD box, so it was 4 for $1. There's disc 2 for Parasite Eve, but not the first disc. No disc for Final Fantasy IX soundtrack. This is just the book for God of War 3. And probably the best out of the very cheap stuff was Paper Mario. It is complete as far as the manual, but no game. So for $0.25, that's a pretty good find. Also found this really cool Jimmy thing. Not 100% sure what this sells for, but for 4 bucks, I could not leave that behind. And lastly, for $100, we got a complete in-box Wii with some games. I probably wouldn't pay 100 bucks for a complete in-box Wii, but since it came with these extras, I don't think it's like the greatest deal in the world, but it's still not bad. We got Wii Fit Plus, Super Mario Galaxy, Super Smash Bros., a copy of Wii Sports, and Super Paper Mario. Here's to hoping we have a bonus game in the Wii. I'm gonna guess not, but you never know. No bonus game. With 2 Wiimotes, all the cables, but we're gonna continue our day. So far, we've done really well. We got the NES bundle, we got the stuff that we just got from the estate sale, and now I'm gonna start hitting some thrifts and hopefully find some garage sales on the way. After I left the estate sale, I found 2 different Goodwills that I found 1 item in each Goodwill. The first being a Callaway putter, probably like a $25 to $30 putter, and I paid $1.99 for that. At the second Goodwill I went to, there were a few items I considered picking up, like this cool fleece. Unfortunately, it was a medium and there was lots of pilling, so I decided to leave it behind. The next thing was this jersey that I found of a player that I'd never heard of. I believe he's a lineman, but there were none listed on eBay and none sold. It was signed, however, which is why I considered picking up, but I ultimately left it behind. The final thing that I found is the one thing I did end up picking up, and it's this very nice original Aaron Company cable knit sweater, and it's a brand that's pretty new to me. Then I found this original Aaron Company cable knit sweater, probably like a $30 or $40 item. and we only paid $4.99 for it. My next stop was a pawn shop. I actually went to a couple pawn shops, but I didn't find anything except just the one. And this was kind of sitting behind the counter. And, you know, at that angle is what I saw it at. It was really hard to tell, but I asked them, I said, is that a Wii U? And they said it was. And this is just some skin that somebody printed. They didn't actually release one that looked like the NES. So as you can tell, they had it priced for 65 bucks. It had the tablet controller. It had the power cord. It had the sensor bar. And it also had this Wii, what are they, the Pro controller or whatever they call this. So for 65 bucks, it's not a bad deal already, but just from me looking at it, they told me they could do 50 on it. So hopefully it works. I don't know why they were in such a hurry to drop it in price, but they actually just put it out like yesterday. So 50 bucks for a 16 gigabyte black Wii U, and they did have it mislabeled. They had it as an 8 gigabyte. And my last stop was these 3 items that I found at a Goodwill. They were $2.99 each. So I did a little contest on my Instagram. So $2.99 each, basically saying, how much do you think I paid for these? And did I find a bag of accessories and figures? And unfortunately, I looked really hard because whenever you find vintage vehicles like this, I always look at the grab bags to see if there's any figures, and there just was none. So we got the 3 figures for $2.99 a piece. So not too bad of a deal. But all in all, for the first day of actually having more than one garage sale, I think it was a pretty good day, especially getting an NES bundle. Let me know down below what was your favorite thing, and if you would have paid $100 for the Wii, and if you would have bought that Wii U. I'm curious of what you would have done. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next time.